Hello everyone. Sorry I'm late. Boy, after someone the other day told me I got to change my hair color. I'm a little bit self-conscious, so I'm gonna wear a hat here, kind of like the 40s. In the old days, everyone wore hats, and so should I change the hair color, go a little darker? I don't know. Who knows? Whatever. And then I have my tip jar. You guys wanna? There's the neighbors out there. They're watching. You guys want to tip during the show? Go ahead. I don't have a lot to talk about today. Really didn't come up with a whole lot of stuff here. Scott Cutter might show up later on or not. He got called away. Real estate mogul here in town. He may come up with something, but let's see what we got going on around town here. Okay. And what I was thinking was things that don't seem so annoying nowadays with the quarantine goings on. It's like driving around. I don't really care. I used to irritate me when people wouldn't use their turn signals or whatever, and just whatever. I don't even care anymore. And so little mundane things, they don't not do it, whatever. I don't even care. People cut in front of me in line wherever. I don't even care. Just don't care. Are you guys like me on that? You just don't care when mundane things like that happen. So I guess things like that have been bugging me less. Oh yeah, and then I have a Christmas tie on today because it's did you guys see that where people are putting up Christmas lights all over town? Not our town, but like all over, probably the world. And then of course today was the opening of the Twins season, opening of Major League Baseball. Not going to happen, but so I got my Twins throw right here, and I think they were taking on the Oakland A's, weren't they? Yeah, and it was opening up at the discount field there, Target, a good Minnesota company. We all would have been there right now. And my plan was if we went over there, I was going to buy hot dogs for everyone. Those $18 hot dogs there. Good Hormel product made in Minnesota here, down in Austin, home of the Spam. You know how much in Minnesota we love those Spam products. I love Spam. And speaking of food, remember, order food at the local restaurants. And if you're not going to, my favorite Vietnamese restaurant, it's over in Maplewood, Christy Fawn's place. Sometimes she watches. The Vietnam Star. Wonderful Vietnamese food over by the Maplewood Mall on White Bear Avenue. I know she does a lot of charitable work and so on, so we want to make sure you guys, if you like the Vietnamese food, go over there. So, now, here's what's... Okay, a lot of you can't go over to your regular doctor. I go to the VA, and they send me letters, and they don't call me about 5 times reminding me to not go to my appointments. They told me your appointment has been canceled. They tell me about 5 different times that your appointment has been canceled. They keep doing it, whatever. It's by mail and so on. Your appointment has been canceled. And here's the funny thing. My physician assistant, her name is Margaret Houlihan. I'm not making that up. And so Margaret Houlihan calls me up the other day. Well, how are things going? And I said, things are fine, because I was actually supposed to see Margaret Houlihan. And personally, I think she must have been bored because she's not seeing patients. Well, things are going okay. I've been gaining weight like everyone. And she said that so is everyone else. The quarantine 15. Actually, I haven't been gaining too much weight. But I stepped on the scale the other day. And oh, my goodness. That's what you guys should all watch. like the workout videos. Sarah Jesperson and Sarah Muslimi, and I saw her and her husband downtown today. And I don't hear very well. And Sarah said, well, you should watch my yoga videos. And I thought she said her yoga videos were called judgmental yoga. But it's not. She's not judgmental at all. You know, judgmental yoga with Sarah. No, it's not called that. But I don't hear so well. But I thought it was called judgmental yoga. But then I actually went online. And some gal over in Edina literally has something called judgmental yoga, where some trophy wife gets on and she's totally, no, you can go take her class. It's called judgmental yoga. I'm making that up. There's no such a thing. But let's be honest, if there was a place called judgmental yoga, it'd be in Woodbury or Edina. Let's be honest with each other. So make sure you're working out. And so yeah, the VA called me up. And, you know, it's really great that I can go to the VA, but they keep calling me up. Don't come to the VA. Don't come until after June 1st. And actually, when I was a kid, every old dude I knew, they had been either in World War I or the Korean War or whatever, World War II. Every old dude I knew would complain about, oh, I got to go to the VA. And for some reason, when I was a kid, I always thought that was so super cool that if you're an old dude, you got to go to the VA. And of course, now that I'm an old dude, I'm old, and now I have to. I'm the old dude going to the VA. And so, 2017. I could actually, well, every now and then I could be part of a study over there. I'll get like anywhere from $300 to $500 if I volunteer to be a part of a study. Most of the ones I don't qualify for, but if I do qualify for them, and like 8 hours, they ask you, whatever, because if you're in Iraq, for example, then you're a burn pit, they ask you questions and so on. And at any rate, one of the studies I qualified for, and I was fortunate, I needed a colonoscopy anyways. Get a colonoscopy, they're not fun, so, well, go get a colonoscopy, and you can get like $300, be a part of this study. And there was two options, be the Roto-Rooter one, and it was a random thing, A or B, or the other one was an unpleasant thing. I'm not even going to tell you what it was. But fortunately, I was just the old school Roto-Rooter. And those of you who have had the colonoscopy, that's not very fun. But then the preparation for the colonoscopy, if any of you guys had this, do I look better with the hat on or not? Kind of James Cagney. Hey, I wish I could do a James Cagney impersonation. You know, he's such a great actor. Or who else was in Casablanca? I'm trying to think of his name. Darn it, I can't think of his name. Oh, whatever. At any rate, so the preparation for the colonoscopy is really bad. You have to drink something magnesium and some other stuff. And you can't eat for like, is it 24 or 48 hours? And that's not fun. But then they give you this stuff that makes you exit the product really fast, like all day. So, because they want to get rid of all the waste product. If you guys had this, those of you under 50 don't, you should do this. It's going to happen to you one day. And of course, I'm doing all this stuff, not fun. I'm at my house, and back then I only had the one restroom upstairs. Now I have three. I have one here I put on. David Mark Brown, he put this awesome restroom on the main floor. At any rate, so go through the whole ugly process. Were we allowed to drink? No, we couldn't have anything other than water. And at any rate, I get to this operation, this situation. And the doctor, this fairly attractive Asian woman, doing the procedure, and then the two nurses, they're in their late 20s, Tiffany and Amber. And they dope you up on Valium. Have you guys had this done? Probably not at the VA, like I had. And so you're lying on your back, or your side, and they give you Valium, and they're giving you the Roto-Rooter thing, and they allow you to watch this process on like a TV monitor. Why they would want you, or think you would want to watch this situation, I didn't want to watch it. Couldn't there be like Andy Griffith's show or anything instead? And the whole time, and of course this is just routine, like a daily thing for them, you know, the whole time this fairly attractive Asian woman and Tiffany and Amber, the nurses, they're talking about their vacations down to Disneyland. And just, it's this, you know, and I actually then at that point I asked, can you give me more Valium? Not a good situation, because I did feel a slight pressure in that area. And Tiffany or Amber then did administer more Valium to my nether regions. And finally I said, you know, Tiffany and Amber, this is not like a Disneyland ride. And so that's one of my experiences of being at the VA. So, but you all should go get the Roto-Rooter when you're over 50. not necessarily, but you should get it. And just that's my experience at the VA. So I'm still self-conscious about my hair now. Someone said you got to color that up. At least I have most of my hair. I have it all pretty much. But at any rate, and then like I said, my PA over there is Margaret Houlihan, crazy. And then in that same year, I had tore the retina in my eye, and I had to go over there quite a bit. I had to get eye surgery. And then, oh yeah, I had a prop, but Dr. Rue, I think her name was, another attractive Asian woman, doctor. She, you know, they got to poke around your eye and all sorts of stuff. And like the next day, well, I called the VA and said, you know, what was going on. They immediately said, you got to come in. This sounds like a serious, thanks goodness for the VA. I got great service over there. Come on in. Saw this gal. She's so good. They headhunted her from another place. Like the next day, I'm in for this procedure. And of course, you think of a spot on your body that you would not want to get surgery, right? And so I'm lying down. Once again, they Valium, and they don't really put you out, but they kind of put you out. And then they have some kid from the U of M, an intern, and they don't really want you to fall asleep, but you could still see on your eye the needles coming in. It wasn't a good situation. And then they put this gas bubble in your eye, and so it was crazy. And then I'd had a flight, some friends of mine, Roger Keane, we were here, and did he go to Iceland with me? I can't remember, but we had a trip planned to Iceland. They said there's no way in heck you could fly anywhere, because what happens is you fly somewhere and that gas bubble in your eye, it causes your eye to explode. No, you can't fly anywhere. But I called Delta and I told them what the situation was, and Delta said, well, we'll just put you on a flight like a couple months from now. They didn't even charge me. It was great. Thank you, Delta Airlines. And so I couldn't move for like 3 weeks. I had to look down. It was not a good situation. So thank goodness. How did I get talking about the VA? Me going there? Well, they told me I can't go over there, and that's some of my VA stories. I don't know why I'm talking about going to the VA, but take care of your eyes. Maybe because well, I actually think sometimes your doctors, at least at the VA right now, since they're not seeing patients, maybe they're just bored and they're calling you up, okay? And so, yeah, so Tiffany and Amber took care of me over at the VA. So now, more things being shut down here in town. Not so much now. Every day I go on my walk here in town. And we got, like I said, we got the river coming up. We got stairs being closed. Ted, I think he's doing just an outstanding job here in town. I wish he can't. I wish he'd come on our show, but why would he? You know, we get 5 or 6 viewers each night. He needs to be on like a legitimate show, probably. But here's what's great, and I feel bad about people that might not live in a town throughout the world or the United States, they don't know their neighbors. And if you walk around, and like my short 45-minute walks end up taking 3 hours, because you know a lot of people and your neighbors. I always thought that was kind of fun. So, okay, so you guys, here's what you're not allowed to do. I don't want to see anyone doing this. I don't want to see you kids playing tag anymore. Go back to playing Fortnite, or what are the other big games? Minecraft. I don't want to see you outside playing tag, kick the can, Red Rover. I don't want to see you playing these games anymore, which I have been seeing. We need you back inside playing Fortnite. If it takes you 2 weeks to play one session of Fortnite, then so be it. No more outside playing tag. We don't want to see this. But I did have a question for you playing tag. Let's say you kids are out playing tag. 5-0 comes around and breaks up your game of tag. And if 5-0 breaks it up, do you get street cred for that? Do you? I don't know. So I was wondering about that. But so yeah, don't do that. But okay, so no tag, no kick the can, probably no flashlight tag. Okay, you kids don't be doing that, okay? And probably no 3-on-3 basketball, like over here. And someone was complaining, and I coach softball here at the middle school. There's no softball practice going on because I'm the coach over there. So, but the pitchers, and I actually talked to Bob Beadle via messaging. I wish I could get him on here. Maybe a shortened season. If we could sneak in a shortened season at the end of the season, that'd be pretty good. But it sounds like the pitchers and catchers on their own, and the mound is 43 feet away, so they can do it. And I suppose as long as they're not touching the ball and then touching eyes, etc., you should be okay there. But I suppose that the other kids can be out, you know, doing sports on their own, but I don't think the coaches can be involved. But what is still legal here, guys? I got a list of some things that are still legal. You can drive around town, and if you drive around town on your own, and I did this earlier, you can do a solo Chinese fire drill. Make sure you got that car in park. Get out. Solo Chinese fire drill. Legal. I didn't see anywhere in the list of things you can't do that you can't do a solo Chinese fire drill. Go ahead and do it. Okay. And if you can, you might have to go on Amazon and solo Chinese checkers. You might have to do that maybe indoors on your deck. You can still do that. I did it earlier all by myself. Those are 2 things you can do. Golden Crown. solo Chinese takeout orders. You know, get some of the Mugu Gai Pan or egg foo young. And I always get the what are they called? The wontons, the cream cheese wontons. Those are actually made in Minnesota. Those are a Minnesota product. They're not, yeah, they were actually created here in Minnesota. Go figure. But those are things you can do. And then if you might have to go to Amazon. You can watch reruns of Kung Fu. Still legal. Probably just watch it with your friends. Will drive-thrus drive up, like the drive-up movie theater down in Oakdale be open eventually, or is that Lake Elmo? Are they going to show Kung Fu? That old David Carradine? Boy, he had kind of a strange circumstance in his death, right? We're not here to talk about that. You guys are on your own. I'm Googling that. So, now, here are the top 5 road trip songs. Sometimes, and you can do this, you can just get in your car and drive. I just got some new tires for my car the other day, and gas is pretty cheap. Yeah, I can get up to 42 miles to the gallon on my car now with these tires, but or I just walk, like I guess. Okay, so top 5 road trip songs. Jackson Brown's "Running on Empty." Remember that one? I think it was also in Forrest Gump. Running in. I'm not a very good singer. I'm not going to sing for you guys. You guys are going to have to YouTube all these songs. "Running on Empty," Jackson Brown. There you go. Number 4. And this is kind of an arena rock song, and you have a convertible and you're driving down the road, and it's the epitome of feeling that road as you're going down. Okay. More Than a Feeling, Boston. Remember that one? More Than a Feeling. Da, da, da. And it's the epitome of just driving down the road. It's sunny, it's like 80, and maybe you have the windows down, and yeah, there you go, More Than a Feeling. And number 3, and you guys have maybe seen that awful motorcycle movie, circa 1969, Steppenwolf's Born to Be Wild, and you have your issued Bad Haircut, the motorcycle movie where you all have to play dress up. We've seen them down at Pappy's there. Are they open yet? Born to Be Wild by Steppenwolf. Whatever, you always have to play dress up if you're a motorcycle guy. But come to our town, spend money. Okay, now, number 4. Sammy John, 1975 Chevy van. Remember, he was just driving his Chevy van, and there was a gal, I think she was out hitchhiking, right? As was the style at the time. And I think she was tan. And he gave a girl a ride in his wagon. She jumped in, and one thing led to another. And well, like a vision, she was laying there. Well, wind was blowing through her hair. One thing led to another. He dropped her off in her town. It was such a small town. The streets weren't even paved. Dirt road, Main Street. She walked off in bare feet, as was the style at the time, because that's kind of a hippie kind of a thing. And he kind of lamented on it. Remember that? He said if he's back that way again, he hopes to run into her. We don't know if he ran into her, though. It's a good karaoke song, though. It's Sammy John's Chevy van, 1975. And then, of course, the last song. Why are you guys even asking? And unfortunately, the concert has been postponed on Friday and Saturday. Some of you are going to go. Eagles, Take It Easy. Standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. What a, I've done that before. I've been there. Streets paved in gold, not quite, but the old Route 66 goes through there. It's a very Americana place there in northern Arizona. I love northern Arizona, some great spots up there, but that's your top 5 road trip songs. And there you go. And I guess I really talked about a little, kind of a short show tonight. And we're going to talk about more stuff later this week. We'll probably hold off doing a show for a while. Cutter will be here later on. He's going to be, I have a lot to talk about, but I'm going to kind of pace myself, but I am committed to doing more shows till the end of this whole goings on. We'll say hello to Davis, my top fan of the week here. But more importantly, make sure you guys are patronizing the restaurants here and staying 6 feet from each other. If you have to, bring a ruler with you. And there you go. Scott Stockton, are you making it up from Florida? I was supposed to go to Florida here soon, and David Mark Brown, we were going to drive a van up, but I don't know if you can even get into Florida, but I'm not from New York, so, and there you go. That's really our show tonight, kind of a shorter show. Thanks for watching, all 5, 6 of you that tuned in tonight to the Winslow show. Maybe we'll have a show, I don't know, Tuesday or whatever. Probably fewer, let's kind of spread them out a little bit. At any rate, thanks for watching, everyone. Drive safe, 6 feet, everyone. Okay, or 2 meters if you're Canadian. I know I have some Canadian friends, and that's some foreigners as well. I was going to tell you about the emails I got from people from foreign countries that I met recently, but we're not going to do that. And thanks everyone. Thanks for driving safe in these trying times. And we are going to try to get our Mayor Ted on, but let's be honest, he's too busy. He needs to go on a legit show. Drive safe everyone. We'll see you later.